Okay, so let's start with the question number 11. Blank is the dimensional formula for the electric dipole moment. Okay, we want to find out the dimensional formula of the electric dipole moment. So first we are going to understand what is the meaning of electric dipole moment. Just look at here, electric dipole moment that can be defined as we are having the two opposite polarity of the charge, means they have the same magnitude. Here that is a plus q charge, here it is a minus q charge, and they are going to be separated by the distance 2a. So the dipole moment that can be defined as P is equal to the charge into the distance between them, that is Q into 2a. So we are going to write P is equal to Q into 2a. Now we want to find out what will be the dimensional formula. So first we are going to see what is the unit. So you can say the unit of dipole moment, that P, is the unit of charge that we are measuring in the coulomb, and 2a, that is nothing but it is the distance only. So we are going to write coulomb into meter. Now the question is become very much easy क्योंकि हमको यूनिट पता चल गया है, अभी हमको डायमेंशनल फॉर्मूला में उसको रखना है. ओके, सो हियर जस्ट लुक एट हियर, coulomb that is in the form of, you can see according to the option, it is in the a that is nothing but it is in the ampere. So I have to convert, ये जो coulomb है उसको मुझे current and time के form में convert करना है. So according to the formula, I is equal to, we are going to write Q divided by T. So Q is equal to I into T. I that is the current, T means that is time. So जहाँ पे आपको कूलम दिख रहा है वहां पे आप ये I into T का फॉर्म लिख सकते हो. So according to that you can see here, T के लिए जब हम लिखते हैं in the place of coulomb, it will be ampere into second because the unit of current that is ampere, unit of time that is second, into meter here. So we are going to think in the terms of MLTA. So here there will be the no mass term. So here we are going to write M0, length that is meter. So we are going to write L1, time second one that is T1, and the current that is A1. So our dimensional formula will become M0, L1, T1 and A1. So you can see from the option, so you can look it with the option part. Option C is the correct answer, that is M0, L1, T1, A1. Okay, so let's start with the question number 1. Blank is the number of positive charge for the cup having the 180 gram of water. Okay, how many numbers of positive charge is there in कितने मास में? 180 gram mass में. Okay, so first we want to clear that thing कि जब हमको वाटर दिया जाता है, यहाँ पे हमको क्लियरली बोला गया है कि पानी में कितना पॉजिटिव है, पॉजिटिव नंबर्स ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन्स है कि जब हम 180 ग्राम जितना वाटर यूज कर रहे हैं. यहाँ पे हम क्या करेंगे, पहले हमको ये पता होना चाहिए कि H2O दैट इज द एटॉमिक मास नंबर, जब हम उसका निकालेंगे दैट विल बी 18. तो जब 18 ग्राम जितना वाटर होगा तब उसके अंदर कितने नंबर्स ऑफ एटम होते हैं, दैट इज इक्वल टू एवोगैड्रो नंबर. So we are going to write first कि when we are having the 18 gram, at that time हमारे पास 6.0 to 10 to the power 23 जितने एटम्स हैं. बट यहाँ पे हमको कितना मास दिया गया है, 180 ग्राम दिया है. तो 180 ग्राम में कितना होगा, दैट वी वांट टू फाइंड आउट. सो जस्ट वी आर गोइंग टू टेक अ क्रॉस मल्टीप्लिकेशन. यू कैन सी 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 into 180 divide by, here 18 tens are 180. So you can write 6.022 10 to the power 24. Now Now according to the H2O, we know number of positive charge, that number of proton, that we can say 10. Hydrogen के 2, oxygen एक atom, that is 8. So you can say 10, 2 plus 8. So ये जो हमको नंबर मिला है उसको हमको किससे मल्टीप्लाई करना पड़ेगा, 10 से मल्टीप्लाई करने पड़ेगा. That will get the n value, total number. So here 6.022 10 to the power 23 into, sorry, here it is 10 to the power 24. So you can say 6.022 10 to the power 25. Now we want to find out total amount of charge, Q. That Q is nothing but n into E. N value we are getting 6.022 10 to the power 25 into charge of electron, that is 1.6 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. So just we have to calculate this number. So चलो हम सब साथ में calculation करते हैं. You can say 6.022 into 1.6, that will be 9.635 into 10 to the power 25 minus 19. So it will become 9.635 10 to the power 6. Now just look at here, according to the option, we are having the option, look at with the option B and look at with the option D. ये दोनों में से ही कोई एक ऑप्शन है. तो ये जो आंसर है उसको हम और एक डेसिमल पॉइंट है वो शिफ्ट करवा देते हैं. सो इट विल बी 0.9635 into 10 to the power 7. We are going to shifting into the left hand side. So we are getting 0.9635 10 to the power 7. So according to the option, you can say the option B is going to be correct one. So let's start with the question number 13. Two metallic spheres of the radii R1 and R2 are charged. Okay, we are having the two spheres. So just I am going to draw a sphere that has radius, one has R1, other one has a radius R2. Okay, now they are brought into the contact with each other with the conducting wire and then separated. This is the most important line कि जब भी उसको कंडक्टिंग वायर से कांटेक्ट में लेके आ रहे हैं एंड देन आफ्टर हम उसको क्या कर रहे हैं, सेपरेट कर रहे हैं. तो उस टाइम पे उसका जो पोटेंशियल है दोनों स्फीयर के ऊपर, दैट विल बी कांस्टेंट, और यू कैन से वो क्या हो जाएगा, सेम बन जाएगा. ओके, दिस इज हिंट पार्ट ऑफ द क्वेश्चन. If the electric fields on their surface E1 and E2 respectively, that we want to find out the ratio of E1 divided by E2. Okay, so just ये हमको इतना पता चल गया है कि जब ये दोनों कांटेक्ट में है, सेपरेट कर रहे हैं, उस टाइम पे उसका पोटेंशियल सेम हो जाता है. सो सपोज वी आर गोइंग टू कंसिडर ये जो फर्स्ट स्फीयर है उसके ऊपर पोटेंशियल V1 है. On the second sphere, potential is V2. So can we write V1 is equal to V2? Okay. On the first sphere, we are consider Q1 charge. On the second sphere, we are consider Q2 charge. So can we write here K Q1 divided by R1 is equal to K Q2 divided by R2. Cancel. K is going to be cancelled out. Okay, so you can say Q1 divided by Q2 is equal to, you can say R1 divided by R2. That is our equation number 1. Now we want to find out what is the electric field ratio. So electric field, that is E1 for the first sphere, that we are going to write K Q1 divided by R1 square. E2 is equal to K Q2 divided by R2 square. Okay, so we are giving this equation number 2. This one is the equation number 3. Actually we want to find out E1 divide by E2. Simple way, हम क्या कर देंगे, divide कर दे. So E1 divide by E2 is equal to, you can see here, K Q1 divided by R1 square divided by K Q2 divided by R2 square. K is going to be cancel out here. E1 divided by E2 is equal to Q1 divided by R1 square into Q2 divided by R2 square. Okay, so can we write like that? E1 divided by E2 is equal to Q1 by Q2 into R2 square by R1 square. Okay, in the place of Q1 and Q2, just look at here from the equation number 1. Can we write that is R1 divided by R2? So here we are going to write E1 divided by E2 is equal to, in the place of Q1 by Q2, I am going to put from the equation number 1 R1 divided by R2 into R2 square divided by R1 square. One R1 is cancelled, here R2 is cancelled. So E1 divided by E2 is equal to R2 divided by. So you can see with the option part, here we are getting R2 by R1. So according to the option, B is the correct one. But in this question, please remember कि जब भी कॉन्टेक्ट में लेके आते हैं एंड सेपरेट करते हैं, उस टाइम पे पोटेंशियल है वो कांस्टेंट रहेगा. सो द ऑप्शन बी इज द करेक्ट वन, R2 by R1. Okay, so dear students, we are going to start with the question number 14. The number of electric field lines emerged out from 1 millicoulomb charge. Okay, कितना कूलम दिया है? 1 millicoulomb. Okay, so first we are going to write down Q is equal to 1 millicoulomb. अच्छा, पहले हमको millicoulomb को coulomb में कन्वर्ट करना पड़ेगा. So 1 millicoulomb is equal to 10 to the power minus 3 coulomb. Okay, now we want to find out the number of field lines that is passing through the इमर्ज्ड आउट, जैसे बोला है बाहर कितना निकल रहा है, उसके लिए हमको एप्सिलॉन नॉट की वैल्यू दी गई है, दैट इज 8.85 10 to the power minus 12. Okay, एप्सिलॉन नॉट दैट इज नथिंग बट परमिटिविटी ऑफ द फ्री स्पेस. फ्री स्पेस मीन्स यू कैन इमेजिन कि वहां पे हम वैक्यूम कंसिडर करके चल रहे हैं. अभी नंबर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड लाइन कितनी इमर्ज हो रही है, तो उसके लिए हम यूज करते हैं इलेक्ट्रिक फ्लक्स. Flux, that is nothing but we are going to take as a number of field lines that is passing through the area. So flux that we are going to consider 5 is equal to Q by epsilon naught. Okay, so यहाँ पे हमको 5 फाइंड करना है, that is field lines कितना इमर्ज आ रहा है, इमर्ज हो रहा है. In the place of Q we are going to write 10 to the power minus 3. In the place of epsilon naught, you can say we are having the value 8.85 10 to the power minus 12. So let's start with the calculation. हम सब साथ में calculation कर लेते हैं. So 1 divided by 8.85, you will get 0.112. Here it is 10 to the power minus 3. Okay, 10 to the power minus 12 that is in the denominator, हम न्यूमरेटर में लेके जाते हैं, so it will become, you can say 0.112 10 to the power, यहाँ से हमको क्या करना है, 12 minus 3, that will be, you can say here 9. Okay, so according to the option, just look at with the part, यहाँ पे हमारा आंसर क्या है, 0.11 to 10 to the power 9 आ रहा है. If I am shifting the 1 point, so 5 is equal to on the right hand side, so I can write 1.12 10 to the power 8. So just look at with the option, 1.13. Here it is a round off, you can take approximately 1.12. So the option A is going to be correct one. Means जब 1 मिलीकूलम जितना चार्ज होगा तब इतनी नंबर्स ऑफ लाइन्स है, इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड लाइन्स है, वो पास होने वाली है. तो ऑप्शन A is the correct. Okay, so let's start with the question number 15. What will be the magnitude of torque on an electric dipole? Okay, electric dipole है वो हमको दिया गया है. Having the dipole moment that is 4 into 10 to the power minus 9 coulomb into meter. Okay, so dipole moment symbol that is P is equal to 4 into 10 to the power minus 9 coulomb into meter दिया है. In a uniform electric field, that is the important word, uniform electric field with the intensity, electric field की intensity दी गई है हमको E is equal to 5 into 10 to the power 4 Newton per coulomb, making an angle 180 degree with the field. Okay, कितना बना रहा है एंगल थीटा, that is 180 डिग्री. तो हमको फाइंड करना है what will be the magnitude of the torque, टॉर्क कितना लग रहा है वो. ओके, जस्ट रिकॉल दैट पार्ट. जब भी हमने ऐसा देखा था कि एक डाइपोल को हम फील्ड में रख रहे हैं, फील्ड में रखा है तो नेट फोर्स जो हमारा था वो 0 हो रहा था, बट टॉर्क हमको कुछ ना कुछ मिल रहा था. दैट टॉर्क, दैट टाउ इज इक्वल टू, हमने कुछ ऐसा लिखा था, दैट इज E sin theta, where theta is nothing but angle between the dipole moment and the electric field. तो यहाँ पे हम क्या करेंगे, हमारे पास सारी वैल्यूज दी गई है, तो लेट पुट दी वैल्यूज इन द गिवन इक्वेशन. Tau is equal to, in the place of P, it is 4 into 10 to the power minus 9. In the electric field value, 5 into 10 to the power 4. And sine 180. We all are knowing sine 0 and sine 180 value will become 0. तो ये जो भी आंसर आएगा sine 180 है, इस वजह से हमारा आंसर है टॉर्क क्या बन जाएगा 0. मीन्स चाहे पैरेलल हो चाहे एंटी पैरेलल हो, जब यूनिफॉर्म इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड में हम बात कर रहे हैं उस टाइम पे हमारा टॉर्क है वो ऑलवेज 0 लगने वाला है. तो अकॉर्डिंग टू द ऑप्शन बी इज गोइंग टू बी करेक्ट वन, दैट इज 0.